Real fantasy. You could say a little, or you could say a lot. Dreams are what you ask for, real is what you got. Take a few shots with a queen on a line, a rose in the middle, with love on the side. It's all a vibe tonight. It's all a vibe tonight. Make sure you
Real
do it
Fantasy
tonight.
Podcast. Yo, it's your girl Victoria Rosa and a half. I miss you, my co-host, y'all.
I miss you too. This is Chantel Wilkins.
Yes, she's been busy on her boss shit, you know. Tell them about what you've been doing. I know you just discussed with me about the classes that you had to take. You want to go in depth?
Yeah, so I just completed an enrolled agency class. I am scheduled to sit for the exam the 1st of January. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm also in a class to become a certified tax advisor.
Yeah.
So we're definitely trying to expand a lot of our services to be able to help more small businesses become more profitable and to like really live the American dream. So.
The American dream, if we can even get there. Do you see the inflations on every single thing everything? When I tell you, like, they just had a comparison with over there in Italy, France, to the comparison here. Somebody bought 5 items. They bought deodorant, milk, toothbrush, and laundry detergent, 4 items. It was like $57, and she went and found the same thing over there, and theirs was like $20, $27 or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. The prices have definitely skyrocketed. So, and we haven't increased our small businesses. Make sure you increase our prices to battle with inflation. But as far as like a W-2 worker, I know that's challenging because nobody's getting pay raises with
none
the
whatsoever.
rise, so.
You can't really afford. Like, can I buy some food? What are food stamps here? Can I buy some food stamps? That's the question I'm asking. So with the classes that you take, you said agency. What does that consist of?
So basically, it just means that like where, like if a small business owner is, having issues like with tax issues and they need someone to represent them in court, we'll be able to like actually step in for them and be their voice like in the courtroom.
They advocate.
So yeah, so we're kind of like mini attorneys when it comes to tax law. So that really excites me because I can really definitely like get down deep into what's going on with my client and really finding them a resolution. So.
Oh, that's amazing. So you're a tax lawyer now. You told y'all she was making boss moves. I want to know this because it's become a topic now with big corporations not being able to pay taxes. How can a small business be able to do the same thing? Does it have to be set up as a corporation or can it be set up as an LLC and try to get all those tax breaks?
So it kind of depends. So like whenever like a small business client comes to me and they're looking for different tax breaks, I'm going to look at a couple of different things. So for one, you want to make sure that you do have an accounting system. Like I cannot stress this enough.
What is an accounting system?
So making sure that like you are tracking your income and expenses. And then if you're like taking out loans, making sure we're tracking all of that stuff. Like I get a lot of my small businesses on QuickBooks because it's super user friendly. And then I'm also working on getting a class together to do small business accounting, like bookkeeping 101 for small business owners. But
Accounts
basically,
payables,
making sure that you're tracking like what's coming into the business and then how much the business is using as far as like operational costs. Okay. So then once we look at that, if they're like netting around $40,000 to $50,000, that's when like my tax
advisor, per quarter or per year?
Per year.
Okay.
So your net profit would be about $40,000 to $50,000. That's not your gross. So like a business can gross like $200,000 or $300,000, but not actually profit off of it because of all the operational costs.
Okay.
Like paying your team, paying the rent, like buying supplies, things like that. Like what is the meat and potatoes of your business and what does it cost to operate it? So we're looking at things like that. And then if they are right around $50K, then we're going to look at like different avenues as far as like incorporating your business as an S corp. So like incorporating your business as an S corp, you can save about $5,000 to $10,000 off tops, depending on what your net profit is, because you're saving on self-employment taxes.
Okay.
So it's a lot of different strategies that we can kind of, implement. And then like another good one is like hiring your children. Like when you are a small business owner, hire them kids, because it's important for them to, for one, learn work ethic, and then to actually get in the business and see like what mommy and daddy are actually doing,
Yeah.
To bring income into the household. So it's just a lot of different things we can kind of take a look at to figure out. And like my main motto is not like, I want to make sure that the small business is paying the least amount of taxes legally possible. And if there's like something that they've heard about, or like, hey, Chantel, can I do this or do that? Then we're going to look into it and see what we can do, instead of just saying, hey, no, you got to just straight pay taxes on it. We're going to try to figure out a solution to definitely make it happen.
So I want to know is, why is it's able for the big corporations to completely not pay anything and we can't get the same thing? Is it because they make more money, or is it what are they doing, like nonprofits, or should small business incorporate nonprofit into their business?
That's a strategy. It is a strategy. So like with the corporation, so like if you're a C corp, then you're definitely paying double taxation. So like that's why I said it's really good to talk to a tax professional, just to kind of see like where you are in the business. But like with bigger corporations, they do have nonprofits, and their profit they put back into the nonprofit. Nonprofit don't pay taxes. So, it's just like different strategies you can implement to kind of like either defer those taxes, or where can we invest, our profits to kind of like not really have a profit. You know what I'm saying?
We need to loop it around.
Right,
it's like
yeah.
got to be an
ecosystem. Yeah.
Yes. So when hiring your children into your business, now, correct me if I'm wrong. So I heard that a child doesn't have to pay taxes. They don't even have to put that they working to pay taxes. Is that true?
So not necessarily. So, in one of my classes, that was like a huge hot topic.
Yeah.
And basically what we were taught is that like when you have children under 18, you should technically pay them as a 1099. And then what you should do is open up a business, like a management business for them, and then 1099 that business, and then have the money flow through down to the child. And like for one, you can open like, put money into like a Roth IRA account, and that's going to constantly build up for
Interest,
them.
Right?
Exactly. And then like when they get, of age, you could use that to, help pay for college and things of that nature. So it kind of just depends. So like for children that are under 18, I would definitely 1099 them, but open up a different LLC to have like, if you're an S corp, you want to have your S corp own that LLC, and then pay that management fee from your S corp to the LLC that your child owns.
So what if your child was, and I'm gonna flip it, I'm gonna throw this out here. What if your child have a nonprofit in their name, technically that's flowing through the business? Could you do that?
So like it's a nonprofit is going to be separate from the business because they're their own entity.
Yeah.
So like if you have a nonprofit, you could definitely have the child own it. So are you just trying to figure out like for them not to pay taxes, because at 18 they don't really pay anything other than Social Security, which that we can't really get by. But that's why I say like it's important not to put them like on a W-2 when they're 18 and just 1099 them. But after the age of 18, then you do want to put them like on a W-2.
W-2.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not trying to. Well, I guess I'm trying to avoid for them to pay taxes or them have any penalties attached to their name until they're able to build their own credit and be able to, do what they're able to do for themselves.
Well, yeah. So basically, what you want to do is like this: make sure you pay your child like the standard, lower than the standard deduction. And I think for 2024, it's like $13,950. I have to double check that, just to make sure. But you want to pay them under that rate so that they're not taxed.
Oh, so you got to pay them below minimum wage?
It's not minimum wage. It's like the standard deduction as for filing like single. because that way you won't pay any, FICA tax for the child.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I guess. So what is FICA tax?
So basically it's like the federal taxes, like whenever, when you're looking at your W-2 and it says like federal, the child doesn't pay that piece, but they will have to pay like Social Security tax.
Okay. So when it goes to this, cause a lot of people actually like, oh, I claim my kids on my taxes. If the child is working for you, and you do a child care tax deduction, will you get paid for that, or how does that work?
A child care tax deduction. So like if, so as long as you don't, so whenever you have W-2 employees or, paying someone under W-2, they don't have to technically file a tax return until they made the standard deduction. So until they have income above $13,000, then they will have to file their own tax returns. But you will still be able to claim them as your dependent and still get the child tax credit if that's like what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know the terminology to it. That's what I'm asking. So if you want to hire your kids, you still get the deductible. That's what I'm getting.
Yes, but make sure you talk to your tax professional because every person's situation is different.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have that conversation to make sure that is a good fit and a good strategy for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure y'all.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find you so they can tap into you.
Yeah, so you could definitely find me on Facebook and Instagram at Chantal_Wilkins_ the tax queen. And then you can also find us on our website at www.rbafinancial.services.
Yes. Go ahead and make sure y'all get in tune with that. So I want to ask you this too. So if I was to apply for a grant, which I'm in the process of doing right now, I just got to write down, I got to figure out how to write a good business plan for them to invest in me. Is that something that you have to put in for when you file your taxes? Is that something that
grants are not taxable? No,
because it's basically grants because it's part of a nonprofit that they give it out. Yes. We don't circle back around to the nonprofit. So that's what I was wondering too, because I did I was looking up a couple of websites where they were actually offering grants, and I was asking like, again, I want to, build my salon. And they was asking like, what do you need? How you do it? And I'm having trouble. I have the business proposal, but I'm having trouble executing it. Okay. Do you assist with things like that too? Yes,
we do help you with a business plan. And we also have a partner that we work with that does grants like all the time. And she's processed a lot of different grants. So I will definitely be able to connect you with her. She does work with a lot of women entrepreneurs, and she's just absolutely amazing. And everyone that I've sent to her, she's gotten funded. So,
oh yeah, I'm excited about it. I can't wait. So, I know your daughter just went to college.
Well, not to college. She went to Turkey. She is in the Air Force.
The Air Force. Yes. Why did I think it was college? Because
I wish it was just college.
So does that make you scared for her going to the Air Force with everything that's happened over there in Israel?
It does. Like, I definitely worry about her, but I just have to continue to have the faith and know that, she's going to be protected. I do talk to her every day. If I do not, then I start freaking out. I have to text her. She has to text and respond to me. But yeah, she's doing well. She's doing like cargo, so like she's putting like the cargo on the back of planes or whatnot. So she's not like out there fighting some. And then like when she first got there, so she deployed in October. They had like a riot
in Turkey.
Yes, when she first arrived, and they were really upset with the U.S. So like I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she's like, "Mom, it's okay." And I was like, okay.
Oh, goodness. I know you just cried. You just bawled your eyes out.
I'm like watching the Turkey news. Like, I don't even know what they're talking about half the time. And I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute. I got to get all the alerts, girl. And I'm signed up for everything and subscribed
to Turkey news.
Yes.
That's absolutely, that's a mama for you. A great mama for you. How did she feel I know how you feel. How did she feel when she left? Was she happy that she was getting ready to be independent? Was she sad when she left you? How was that?
I think that she was definitely sad from leaving everyone that she knows and then going to a totally different country where she knows absolutely no one. But I think that she's doing well. She's already done moved up in the ranks. So she's definitely advancing there super fast. So I'm very proud of her. But like so far, she definitely has like, you know, she's in high spirits every time I FaceTime her. And she's, you know, definitely focused, and the job she has is like really laid back because they can take a nap, you know? So I was just like, what kind of job is that? I need to go over there, you know?
So have you talked to her about what position that she wants to actually go into?
Yeah, so she's going to be a nurse practitioner. So she's starting school this upcoming semester, so she'll be able to start taking her nursing classes. And then
over in Turkey?
Yeah, so basically she'll take them online.
Okay.
And then when she gets back home in October of 2024, then she'll be able to take her start in her clinical. She just has to take like all of her, you know, prereqs and her other classes online, and then she gets to start.
You ready for your baby to come home?
Girl, yes. I didn't even want her to leave. Like, I was like, I don't want you to go. I don't think this is a good idea. We're like almost at war, which I really don't know, but I feel like it, you know. But I'm just like, I don't want my child. Send somebody else. You know?
I remember.
I had that selfish moment.
No, that's mommy instinct. That's the protective vibe. I had told my mom when I got out of high school, you know, we were at war with Bush, and I was like, yeah, Mom, I want to join the military. She was like, huh. So I don't know if you know, they used to have a recruiting area off of Pelham Road by alligators. So I walk in there.
I do remember.
You remember?
Yes, I do.
I walked in there. I had this like white pin suit on. I had the jacket on. My bell bottoms was creased in the middle. Had my heels on. I walked in. I was like, yeah. He's like, how can I help you? I said, I want to join the Marines. And it was like 4 recruiters in there. They just bust out laughing. I was like, no, I want to join the Marines. They was like, oh, I think you'd be better in the Navy or the Air Force.
Right. They were like, hold on, wait a minute. You want to do what?
So I wasn't of age yet. So I got the information and brought it back to my mom. I was like, hell no, you're not going to Iraq or Iran. I refuse to let you. So I couldn't even sign. So by this time, you know, I'm like, I'm not motivated no more. But I thought like actually going into the military, it would have taught me self-discipline.
Yeah, it does.
It would have taught me things that I didn't know outside of my regular life or what I seen every day. And I feel like if I would have went, I would have been way more advanced. But who knows how fucked up I would have been in the head. Yeah,
you can never know. I mean, I would say that they definitely have good skills they do teach. Like, you know, raising teenage daughters can definitely be a challenge. So I have 2, 17, 18, and girl, the stress they put me through for absolutely no reason. I'm just like, Mama, if I ever did this, like, I am sorry. Please forgive me because
I was unaware.
Right, you know, but they do teach them discipline. Like, she folds her clothes. She has to make up her bed. And, like, this is shocking to me because this is not, like, Marche. You know what I'm saying? Like, she kept her room very neat, but it was not spotless. But now, like, there's not even a wrinkle in her sheets. So I'm just like,
lay it flat. See,
whose kid is this, you know?
And how do we get this? Not saying that we want to, like, discipline our kids like the military, but we want to have some kind of, how do you get them to do this? For them to understand that the real world is something hell. So make sure you're prepared for it in every aspect. Make sure you straightening out your bed, that's teaching you discipline, to make sure that you're organized for what's coming next. We need to get some mommy military training or a manual out for mommy military. Yes. That'll be amazing. So with your daughter, your other daughters, is she going to college or is she going to the military too?
So with my other child, she did sign up for the military, but like with like every kid, you kind of know like what's for them and kind of like what's not for them, you know? And I think that she's just kind of finding herself and trying to figure out like what's going to be best for her. She has really good skill as far as like doing hair and lashes. So
that's amazing. She she got her cosmetology license?
No, not yet. So she's only 17. So she's she won't be done with school until like May. So once she's done with that, then she'll hopefully start looking into those type of things.
Yeah, she could have went to what's that career center that we have here that you're able to. You're able to do things like that in high school and actually finish when you graduate. So you'll graduate with a degree,
like the Bonds Career Center.
Yeah, she could have done that. So I know I can't imagine having my daughter.
Oh yeah, girl, it's coming.
Leave.
Like it's coming. Like when they get older, like with the girls, like I've always wanted like a big family, because I want all the kids to always be around. But like with the girls, like they just grow up and just like, deuces, mom, like I'm out of here. Which I get because I was the same way. But like with them doing, I'm just like, dang, I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But
give me a little bit more time. And then you sit here and think like, damn, I didn't get to spend enough time. I didn't get to do enough hair. I didn't get to put on no makeup. I didn't get to do lashes. I didn't get to show you, like, and you lose them. Like, I sit here and think about it all the time. Like, my daughters is 14 and 10, and I'm just like, oh, God, mommy has to kind of be active. Yeah. Or what should I do? Or my 14-year-old, she'll be like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we don't have that much time.
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old too. And they do like tend to kind of go to their rooms, So I got this really cool game called Cash Flow. I think it's cool, but it's made by Robert Kiyosaki. And so I was thinking about like doing like games and stuff with them just to kind of like create those memories because like working moms, like we have no time, So like we're working all day long and then the kids are at school. We pick them up, we cook them dinner. Get their homework done, get them in the tub, and then they're in the bed. So I'm just like, there's no time to really spend with them. So I do think that it's important to try to like be consistent with spending time solely like with the girls and like bonding with them over like, something simple. I don't know how they're going to feel about this cash flow game because I think I'm the only like financial geek in the house, But I do want to instill that information into them while they're young because I think it's important and we need to know this when we get older.
So do you see any of that accounting in any of your kids to like send the business off with them?
Honestly, no. I think they missed that ship. I think that Cadence could probably do it, but like she just has to kind of sit still, for a second. I did ask Tempest. Tempest is only 10. I said, because I have big dreams for him. I was like, you're going to be president one day. And she tells me, no, mama, he does too much reading. I would not be president. I said, oh my gosh, but.
If they know the truth, presidents are narcissists. So you don't want your president. You don't want your daughter. They have to have some kind of narcissistic ways to be a president. To be able to lie straight in your face. But anyways.
Yes, well, true. But, But yeah, so like I was hoping, with the two older girls, but I think that like with the accounting, because all they do is see me working 24/7, and that's like not the life they want. You know what I'm saying? They want like the American dream where you work little to none and then vacation for your life. And I'm just like, hello, you got to build that first. You got to start somewhere.
So I would tell them too, like if you start like right now, like you 17, you'll be able to do that in your 30s.
Absolutely. And like I have like a couple of people that I follow and like, they have like daughters that are 17, 18 that they've like started their tax business with their mothers and like they're millionaires. Yeah. And so like, cause the kids are always wanting like easy, quick money that they don't have to do a lot of work for. And I'm just like, I definitely don't understand. Like we definitely have never had, like we had to work hard for every dollar we made,
thing, so
I was like, I don't know where you guys got this work ideas from. I said, but
that's them. They don't want to do nothing. They see the glitz and the glam. Like, baby, get off that because that is fictional. Exactly. I want to do a YouTube channel for what? I want to make millions. You don't make millions after YouTube. Well, you have this person, baby. Believe none of what you see.
Absolutely.
Everything is a delusion. Like, this is something to make them seem cool. We can do YouTube to make you seem cool, but it's not going to be your reality until you actually put in the work. It's not going to be given to you until you actually do something that's going to say, hey, I worked hard for this. I made this money. My daughter, my 14-year-old, she is, I want to say she is a kind of girl. Like, damn if I do. Yeah, like, I'm like, get out of that. That's not how I've been. Like, when I was in, like middle school, going into high school, I was waking up every morning at 5 o'clock running.
Yes.
I was eating protein. I was working out. I was actually saying, like, this is what I was doing. I was, actually sports. I was in a student council. I was in all of this. Mm-hmm. But my oldest daughter, she did tell me she wanted to be a biochemist.
Okay.
And today I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, it's a fight at school. It's a fight at school." And they had a pep rally. She was like, "6th grader got into a fight, and with an 8th grader." I said, "Don't you get into a fight?" She's like, "Absolutely not. I have dreams.
Absolutely.
I am not going to ruin my future with a fight that I get." I said,
"Yes, right, baby. Absolutely. That's what's up."
Absolutely correct. Now, my baby girl, the other week we had to get on her because my fiance was sitting in the house, and he said that he heard her say something, so he turned the TV down, and she was like, "What's up? Where they at? Because we'll pull up on them."
Oh my God!
So when I got home, he told me, so he called her to the front. I said, "Who the hell did you pulling up on?" She was like, "Who?" Girl, I said, "You don't fight for nobody. You only fight when you're defending yourself or your family." Mm-hmm. And how the hell you gonna pull up on somebody? You ain't got no bike, no car, no nothing.
Right, pull up in the Barbie car. Okay.
So, but my 10-year-old is ambition. She have ambition. I know that she's gonna actually do something and continue with it. Like, I see that ambition. Like, I'm gonna work hard for it. Like, even this morning, I got up at 5 o'clock to work out, and she was like, "Mom, I'm coming with you." I'm like, "You sure?" So I woke up. I was like, "Linda, you got your clothes?" She was ready before I was ready. We went and worked out in the gym. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." Aww. So I see that in her. She just need, like, I want to do it. I want to play soccer. I want to play volleyball. I want to play this. I'm like, you need to focus on one thing. So that's exciting too. Yes. I wish I had. I probably would have been really good in accounting if I would have pursued that.
Come on up here. I will teach you, honey.
But see, I wanted to do mass communication. I wanted to talk to people, even though, I didn't get that far. But that's what
it's never too late to start. Like, I'm telling you, it's never too late to get started on anything that you're interested in. And
so listen, you're gonna hire me as a client because I'm getting ready to go to school for cybersecurity.
Yes, girl. Yes, come on.
that's why I'm getting ready to go there. So we're gonna team up and actually seriously sit down and do that. Even with my business that I'm starting with the kids, I'm gonna do cybersecurity. So that'll be something that protects your whole network with your clients. So I want to get back into actually your clients. When they come to you, do they have issues with things like that, with like security and how things are? And do they ask you questions like that?
Not like security wise. I'm not like, computers are not my strong point. Like an Excel spreadsheet, I can walk you completely around that. But as far as like, I can turn the computer on and I might be able to like plug up the speakers in the right place. But that's pretty much it, like, and work Zoom. Like, I think I've gotten pretty good at the whole Zoom thing now. But like when my clients come, they typically have like accounting issues, or they're trying to like expand their business or hire their team. And like, they know that the accounting piece is a mess. And they need to figure out like what next steps are to kind of get on the right track to expand in the business.
So they don't ever ask that question, like, how I know if you're going to actually secure my information that I'm giving you? Because basically that's their life. That's their
to make sure that their information is protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So typically they don't really ask. We do have a privacy policy like on our website that tells them how they're protected. But like all of our information, we do have a tech team that protects all of our clients' information, but we're all cloud-based. Yeah. So, like, whenever you log into any of our software, it's like a two-way authentication. Yeah. So, like, we have to log in with username and password, and then they send us a separate code to a completely different device to log in to make sure that it's us. Yeah. And then they track our IP address, so you can see, like, what city and state we're in. Yeah. That we're logging in. So, like, we do have that monitored. But I do basically assure them that all of their information is protected because it is stored like in the cloud base.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we're about to take a small break. We're doing a commercial for you. You want to tell them a little bit before we hit the commercial for them? Your tax business.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Make sure if you guys are looking for accounting services, or if you are looking to get more information on how healthy your business is, please do contact us. We are still accepting new clients. We're not accepting tax clients until January the 8th.
Yes.
So make sure you guys are reaching out to us to get on our books super early, because we do book up super fast. And then if you guys do have questions, make sure you reach out to us.
And make sure she can help you start that nonprofit too.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Here we go.
Hey, no need to stress. The Tax Queen is here with more than enough pixie dust to solve all of your tax filing needs. And hey, I get it. We all had a rough year, so just for filing with us, you will have the option to take advantage of a hotel vacation stay to one of 3 destinations of your choice, a cash advance of up to $7,000, and a $100 restaurant voucher to over 200 different restaurants for every referral you send our way. You can get started by going to rbafinancial.services or give us a call at 864-707-2330.
Call RBA Tax. Sometimes life ain't funny. We gon' help you get your money. Make sure you call RBA Tax. Incentives when you file. Come take your vacation now. Make sure you call RBA Tax. Call the Queen right now.
Real Fantasy Podcast.
Yo, we are back from a small break. Since we're back, we're gonna flip the topic a little bit. We're gonna get a little personal, because you guys, listen. You know, I just got engaged. Yes. And how long you been married?
I have been married for 12 and a half years. We will actually be 13 February 18th.
How do you keep the spice alive? How do you do that? Like, that's what I be wondering.
So basically, continue to date. It's important to like at least date your spouse, and to also like never stop giving them like the sweet nothings, like writing them like a secret note, or putting like something in their lunchbox, like things like that, so they are excited to come home. To see kind of what they might get in our bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Like just little things that you can do. And then, having conversations with them and asking them like how their day was, and, making them feel like heard. I think that's super important. Especially when you're with someone for so long, you got to definitely keep that open communication.
So I'm going to say the last 3 years, have you changed anything from the previous years?
Absolutely.
What you changed?
Yeah. So basically,
let's get into it. I know you're a professional, but we're gonna spice it up just a little. You can keep it nice and sweet, but I want you to get a little nasty.
Yeah. So basically, just being more open with my partner, and wanting to like experiment on new things. Things that he might be interested in, like things that I was like, okay, no, never, not happening, type of thing.
Yeah.
But like just basically, say, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see how this works, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to let you know. Right. So
and like,
right. That was why
give somebody else to do it.
Exactly. Like, hold on, what? But just being open. I think that's important.
I think too, when it comes to relationships, no matter how long it's been or how short it's been, communication is the key.
Absolutely.
Also communicating when it comes to your sexual life as well, because sex is a big part. Even though people don't like to say, oh, no, sex is a major part in a relationship.
It is.
Whether people want to believe it or not. So you have to keep it a little spicy. I'm going to have to snatch it up again. You give you every 2 years, you have to reboot and upload a new one of you. Go ahead and switch your hair a little bit. Right. Start wearing some little different lingerie,
exactly.
Do something different, which I talk a lot. I get excited. You do a lot of stuff, but, you sit here and think like, my man, like, what can I do to make sure his eyes is not wandering? What can I do to make sure, like, I just told him the other day, and I don't know if you want to cover your ears, but I'm going to say it on camera. I said, baby, anytime you want some head, I'm going to give it to you. Listen, I'm going to give you some head. Like I will suck you. Because I know if I don't do it,
somebody else will.
Exactly.
I ain't got time to go to jail for nobody.
Because both of y'all here to be on the chopping
block.
Right.
I ain't playing no games. I've invested way too much.
Yeah, we not going there. Like, baby, listen, what you need, communicate, and we'll make it happen. Because sometimes you get lost in the sauce, especially with family. And, you have to have, like you said, you have to date. Mm-hmm. And once you're working, you're tired, I'm tired, but we still have to make that time for us. Even if it's just sitting here watching a movie, laughing and joking with each other. Or if it's actually going on a date. Or me, I would sit in the floor, cross my legs, and I would actually like do his feet, rub his legs, just to have that little intimate time on him getting off work and us having a conversation. Like, I have to make sure that we are still in tune with each other conversation-wise.
Yeah, and cater to him, you know what I'm saying? Making sure, because, I mean, like, my husband definitely caters to me, like, all the time. And it's, like, not even a question. He makes sure that I have any and everything that I want. Like, I would have to say that I'm completely spoiled. And I'm so blessed to finally finding someone like him.
Your soft girl era, like,
right.
baby.
Right, He definitely makes me feel like, gives me that peace, especially like with me, like working and accounting can definitely be stressful sometimes when
in the account, of course, because you're going back, you're looking at this number, you're like, I calculated it correct. Then you're like, oh shit, did I forget to do this? And you're like, it's numbers. And I'm not gonna lie, when I work, everything is put in numbers. Even if it's names, I put it in numbers because it becomes easy to me. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're fine. But yeah, that's something that he definitely makes sure that I'm taken care of, and I just have to do the same for him. Like, no matter how tired I am or stressed with the kids, like, or stressed at work or just
it's
tired,
tag team, baby. Yeah. I'm going to tag you in.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right. So, yeah, it's definitely important to make sure you cater to each other.
Do you see things different that he do to make you feel like, because women like to feel needed. Mm-hmm. Women like to feel wanted. And women like to feel appreciated, which with men it's the same thing, but it's on like different levels that we see it emotionally. With it's charged with us, them is with respect.
Yeah.
So do you see him changing like 2 years from the previous years? Have anything stepped up with him?
Yeah, definitely. Like with our conversation piece and him having a better understanding of like what upsets me and why it upsets me. So like he's definitely given a lot of effort to have a better understanding of like how I tick and how I operate.
Yeah.
And I think that's important because you don't really find many people that care enough to like stop
and think about it.
Yeah. So like he definitely does that, and like even like when we have a conversation, like he won't just like automatically blurt out what he thinks, like how we would, like human, like we just think we're upset, we're just going to speak on it. Like he stops and he thinks like, how do I need to word this? Not to offend her, but just to help her better understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that matters. Like it really, it makes me happy that he cares that much, and
that's a major part with a situation like that. You can't, if you give them 10 minutes, let them regroup to make sure it's worded correctly. That is fucking everything.
Yeah.
I used to have this conversation. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes.
And it's how I'm interpreting it because the aggression that came behind it.
Exactly.
And having that conversation, things have been.
Yes. It's super chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does help.
Listen to me now. Like, we can have disputes, but we don't have to argue.
Exactly, yeah.
I can express to you how I feel and let you know that I understand. I don't agree, but I understand.
Right.
And I think that's what it is. As long as you get it or where I'm coming from, then, as long as we get where they're coming from, men want to be appreciated.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that comes to the bottom line, and that's when you bust that thing open and you drop it.
Meet me in about 10 minutes.
Yes, babe. You said, go take a shower. I'm gonna have my ponytail up for you, baby.
Yes. Who you want me to be tonight?
Yes. Is it Veronica? Because I got a red wig in there. Is it Misha? Because I got a little shortcut for you. Is it Mary? Because I got a blonde wig for you, baby. Which one you want? Yes, absolutely. So, listen, I'm hoping that we can get Chantel back next season. Are you coming back?
Absolutely.
Think about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. But yeah, I definitely don't mind coming back now that I'm done with school and my life is definitely getting
you had
a
to
easier.
Level up.
We had to get it together and come back
absolutely,
stronger.
Absolutely. She's on about shit. She's on about. But I do want to say thank you for tuning in to Real Fantasy Podcast. Chantel, the tax queen. Chantel Wilkins, the tax queen. And it's your girl, Victoria Rosa. And we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Real Fantasy. You could say a little, or you could say a lot. Dreams are what you ask for, real is what you got. Take a few shots with a queen on the line, a rose in the middle, with love on the side. It's all a vibe tonight. It's all a vibe tonight. Make sure you
Real
do it
Fantasy
tonight.
Podcast.